Hi, my name is Sonia. I'm a makeup artist. Today I'm going to be working with my lovely model here, Autumn. We're going to be doing a few looks here and there for short films or anything that you would like to do at home. I can definitely help you out. The first special effects look will be a bruise. Okay, ready? Let's go. I would like to start off with the eye because it's a great place to start your bruise. But I'm going to be using Ben Nye. This is considered a master wheel. You guys, if you guys wanted to go off to like off-brand, and if you want to use spitballing here, it's gonna be Spirit Halloween. If you guys want to go to that store, that's completely fine. But I got this because it's the best for discoloration. So we're gonna grab a flat brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start with a darker color because we're gonna be pulling in the blood that's gonna be under her eye right here. I tend to use the other side of the brush. That way I don't have to use my finger. I use my little finger as little as possible, but I'm stippling it on there and I'm not spreading it as much because the more pooled the color is, the better, the more saturated. So we do have like the eye socket that goes actually down here. So we're gonna keep this part blank and we're gonna color around it as if somebody punched it right there. So I already have the frame right there going. You can see that it's gonna be, this is gonna be the shiner right here. We're gonna be focusing more on that circle that's right there. So we can push it up on the brow line. And again, I'm not spreading it as much and I'm not messing with it. It's gonna go naturally. And then we're gonna go across the wheel and we're gonna go a little bit lighter and just kind of go under it. Again, we're stippling it. I'm gonna use a stipple sponge in a minute, but I really want to get that frame in. And if you make mistakes here and there, that's completely fine. Just spread it out a little bit. Kind of like how it had that little pocket right there. Later on, we can add a little bit of color in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and in on that red. It's like a bright red. This is gonna be the vessels that are gonna be popped from under. So the purple is where it pulls, but that red is gonna be the rest. And it's spread out under the eye. So I'm gonna move on from this. I'm gonna use a stipple sponge. We are trying to splotch it everywhere. And the key here is to be patient. So if you don't see results right then and there, you're gonna be building up to it. So don't be adding on a bunch of product and then just slapping it on your face because it's not going to be as good. You're not going to be able to take off the product. So just be patient with it, add layer by layer, and then I'll come back up. I like to think that her nose would be a little bit messed up. So do scratches here and there. Can also add some at the top. It's the whole eye socket, correct? So if you're punching somebody, it's going to be a little bit irritated everywhere. I like to go in on the waterline of the eye and get a little bit of bruising there also because you're gonna have it swelled and irritated. Again, I'm just using the back of my brush. That way I don't have to use my fingers. The less using your fingers, the better, because you do have oils in your fingers that can ruin the product and can spread it without you wanting it to spread. See, now that I have the makeup all over and I have different colors going on at the same time, I'm just gonna be messing around with it. Spreading colors here and there where I see fit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a stipple brush and actually go down the face, do a few scratches. We're gonna take it a little bit further. If you end up wanting like an aged bruise, the greens and the yellows are your best friend. The yellow and the green would indicate that it's healing already and it's been there a few days. I like to pull the green on the bottom of that yellow. That way it can blend in better. Ta-da! If you guys are gonna be using this for a short film or anything, and you guys wanna get close-ups for bruises, make sure to get some castor oil on set. Put stipple on just a little bit, because the only reason why Bruise is called a shiner is because it actually is shiny after the fact. So if you just stipple on a little bit of castor oil around the eye, you should be good to go and it looks more natural.